Welcome to the webinar on Upstox Pro. We will be starting the session in like a minute. Hi, so welcome to the webinar on Upstox Pro. This webinar is dedicated to Pro Web, which is our web platform. So whatever things we have released in the last 2 months, so we haven't done a webinar, so we thought of doing it and explaining what all things are there. So there are like nearly 6 to 7 things which we launched in the last 2 months. So it is like very important for all the users of Upstox to know how we use it. So as you know, we have come out with a floating layout rather than a fixed layout, which is like very useful to the traders to adjust their layouts in the way they want. So the first thing we brought was the new charting tool. So if you can see on my screen, I have like two charts. One is of Sensex, the other one is of Nifty. So this is a complete new design that we actually came up with. So if I just maximize this, so you will see a toolbar which is on the left. Uh, if you want to select any of the tools, then you can just like right click on any one of those. So if you right click, you'll see a group of tools that are there inside. So by default, you'll see one tool which is already activated. So by any chance, I happen to like select the ray. When I click on ray, it gets activated here. And whenever I select a ray, you will see your crosshair gets converted into a different color, and you will see the ray icon then and there itself. So you actually know which drawing tool is actually selected. So you can just like place your in such a way. So actually, this became very easy for analysis because having a chart drawing tool on your left was like very important. So this is something that we came out with. And the other thing is like whenever any of your drawing tool is activated, if you want to like just like close this particular thing, you can just go and click on the cursor and that gets closed. If you want to have a instead of a cursor, if you want a crosshair, so we also have a crosshair icon over here, so you will get a crosshair. So normal crosshair color is different from the way you have for the rest of the drawing tools. So that indicates like what drawing tool is actually selected and when is a normal crosshair selected. So this is the first thing that we came out with. It was a completely new design. So if you can see, this is something very different that we came out with. And this is the first thing that we came out in December. Then after we brought in a new concept of loading charts. So if this is your watch list, and if you want to view a chart of say Asian Paints, so instead of right clicking or doing something else, you can just click once, just drag it out and drop on the charts. So this is like one of the best things that we came out with. So it becomes very easy to load a script into a chart. So even if I have say Infosys, so I'll just drag and drop info to this chart, I'll drop it, and that gets loaded over there. So even this is one more thing which was like very convenient. So this was the second thing that we came out with. Then after there was one more thing which was required in the order entry. So if you just right click on this, you click on the place order button. In cover orders, we only supported market, but now we have also started to provide options of limit. So if you want to place your first leg at a limit price rather than a market price, then you can just select a limit here, enter the price at what you want to get in. So see about 993 is the price you wish to enter when the price comes to 990, and you can just give a trigger price of like 980. So at this point, what will happen is like whenever your Asian Paints falls up to 990, your first leg will get triggered. Then after your stop losses will get activated. So this was the third thing that we came out with. So if you are a user of cover orders, if you use cover orders, then cover order with limit is also available on the web platform. Then the next thing that we came out with was compare charts. So compare charts is like one more thing which is like very important. So if you are a trader where you want to compare one chart with the other, how they have performed in terms of percentage, so that is where the compare charts option comes into like it becomes very helpful. So if you can just click on the compare button, so Asian Paints. So if you want to select, if you want to just check what happens with Nifty, like if you compare that with Nifty, how it has performed compared to Nifty. So I'll just go and select Nifty 50, and you can see it starts loading here. And this is, I have just added Nifty, so the blue line indicates that Nifty is added. So in this sense, you can see that Asian Paints has actually outperformed Nifty by like 2% more. So this is the percentage that you can see. If you want to add one more, so say any industry like or say any stock, just as a random, I'm taking Axis Bank. If you just like want to compare some random stocks, so this is how you compare. So even Axis Bank has performed like much better to the index. So this is how you compare normally. We on the compare thing, we also have given you an option, I kind of an option. So if you just click on this, if you don't want to see this on a temporary basis, you can just click on this and it gets hidden. Axis Bank has just got hidden. If I click on this again, it gets activated. This is how you like do a compare charts. If you want to remove any of the things, you can just click on the close button, and your it again starts showing the actual price. So this was the fourth feature that we came out with, which was compare charts. Then in the last version, the version that we just released, so we came out with like three different things in that. Three different important things were like released. So the first thing was like saving drawing tools. So previously what happened, like whatever drawing that you actually did on your particular chart, so let's say like I have a rectangle. So I have done a rectangle, say I have marked a zone basically. So this was not getting saved, so now we have also started saving that. So if I want to show you how it is done, I'll just select like 1 hour, and I'll drag Asian Paints here, and you can see I just drew Asian Paints here, and it started reflecting here. Even the same thing if I do like a trend line here, and I just refresh, so it gets reflected here. So we are saving all the drawing tools that you draw on our servers. So it's not only on this particular browser. If you access your account from say any other browser, even from any other system, even then it will get loaded, because this is not something that we are storing in your system. It is getting saved at our end, where we create profiles for each and every customers. So you can just view it from anywhere and it will reflect there. So after drawing tools, we came up with study templates. Now, what do you mean by study templates? In this, if I just maximize it, clear the drawings, and it was important that there are various traders who actually have set of studies that they use as per the trends of the market. So there will be some bullish indicators, some bearish indicators. So it is important for the user to save those indicators and keep. So that is where we came up with study templates. So in if say example, I apply two indicators here, which is a Bollinger Band and say an RSI. So these two I have just added to the list. Now what happens is if I come tomorrow and if I open this chart or say some other widget, I have to apply these indicators again, all over again. So here we added an option where you can group and save them. So that option you will find in the study template section. So what you do is you click on the create new template button. It will ask you to name that particular template. So say name that as bullish, you save it, and this thing gets saved here. So whenever I go to some other chart or some other widget basically, and I want to apply that, so this is one more widget that I have. So this is one more widget that I have. So I have say a different stock, so say Infosys. So I have Infosys here. I want to apply the same set of indicators, so I don't have to go and just select all the parameters or something individually. I'll just go and click on bullish, and there it gets added. So you can actually create like 10 templates. We have currently given you an option of creating 10 templates at a time. So you can just go and create 10 templates and you can apply them on whichever widget that you view it from. So not even this, but even if you wish to add some of the if I say I just change my strategy for bullish, I want to add one more indicator or just change some parameters of that. So you can just click on the setting edit kind of an option. So this comes into an edit mode. If you want to add something, so you'll see an alligator here. So I'll just click on alligator, it's get added here. If I want to see change some parameters of RSI or say Bollinger Bands, you can just change and click on apply. Then you can just click on the save button, and once I click on the save button, it gets saved here. So how do I check whether this has got saved or not? So I'll just clear this for now. So this is something that I've cleared, so I don't have anything. But when I go and click on the bullish button again, you'll see that all the three things gets selected and applied. So this is how I can save and add from here. So if you want to add some random after applying this bullish, if you still want to apply some random indicator, but you don't want to get that to save into a bullish thing, then you can just apply it directly rather than clicking on the save button, and that gets added there. So this is how you use a study template, so that becomes easier for you if you're having like 4 5 widgets of charts. Then we came up with a new concept which is like very new to a web platform, which is of creating widgets. So if you see that there are like various small widgets that I have created. Now the entire idea of creating a workspace was the area that you get to view on your screen is like quite less. So instead of scrolling right or left or like vertically or horizontally, it is important that you see everything on a stable screen. So currently, if you can see, I have added a watch list on the left, a code panel on the bottom, and two charts. But still, this is like currently not that sufficient for me. So I also want to see my books. So what all my books are, like my order book or trade book, position book or holdings. So I created a new workspace, which you can see here. It is nothing but I have named that as books. So if I click on that, so these are the books that I have arranged in the another workspace. So you can see order book, trade book, holdings, and the position books. So if I want to or monitor any of my book, I'll come to the workspace name as booked books, and I can see it here over here. If I want to modify anything, I can just do it from here. Then I also wanted to keep like the charting widgets like separate from the normal default one. So I have created two chart widgets, two chart workspaces. One is like a chart with equity scripts. So if I click on this, so you'll see all the scripts are loaded with equity, like Axis Bank for NSC, LNT, TCS, or Suzlon for BSC. And some are in the futures and options space. So like if I click on chart FUT, so these are all what I have selected for the futures and options. So these are all the future script. So if I want to monitor anything, I can do it from here itself. If you want to see whether the other thing is like we just created a template on my defaults watch list, but if you want to see whether it is still there in the chart views or not, so you can just click over here and you can see bullish is still there. So I have money flow added to this particular widget. I can just click on the bullish thing and it will also add the bullish indicator, the bullish template here itself. So this is how the workspace was designed. So for creating a workspace, you can just use the plus button. So this is the plus button that we have. If you click on that, it will ask you to name a workspace. So I'll just write a random my widgets. Just click on the create button and a new workspace which is created, which says my widgets. Then it starts indicating that from here you can add the widgets to this particular workspace. So you can just start adding whatever you wish to like, and I'll just add two at a random piece. So this is how you add widgets. You can resize them as per your comfort. By any chance you feel that this has become like too messy, or like this books you just want to reset it, and it's like too many things, you want a default view rather than like creating your own. So we also have our own default view. So you can just like right click on this particular workspace. So once you right click, you will find three options. So out of which one is reset. So you just click on the reset option and it will ask you, are you sure you want to reset the workspace? So when you click yes, it will load a default workspace that we have. So I'll just click on yes. So it automatically starts loading the default watch list that we have. So now your books has actually changed to the default watch list. So you can do this for any of the workspace. By any chance you feel that you wish to delete a workspace, if you feel that you don't require this workspace, so you have two options. One is like you can use the delete option from here, or whenever you hover or whenever you come over one workspace, you will see a cross mark activated here. You can just click once on this and it will say that are you sure you want to delete the workspace books? So I just click on yes, and you can see that book has just got removed from this particular thing. Then one more thing that we have is, third option that we have is of edit. If you want to edit the name of a workspace, you can just click on the edit button. So chart, I'll just write chart E. I've just edited from EQ to E. Click on done, and this thing gets changed to chart E. So this is how you can actually use your widget workspaces. So workspaces will be like very helpful So if you want to manage like various different screens with various different widgets, and basically a trader who actually trades with a lot of charts, he can actually make a very good use of workspaces. At the time, we actually provide you a limit of adding like 6 workspaces. So in a total, you can create 6 workspaces. So you can, as like I managed my books separately, charts separately, and the default watch list feeds. So you can also do the same at your end. So this is the seventh thing that we actually released. Now the main important thing is like what's next. So what is coming next in Upstox? So the next basic thing is like I have just got few of the things in from the development. So we will be giving you 2 different releases in the next 30 days. And in that 30 days, you will be getting 2 different kind of things. So first is this is the few of the things are in testing. So I can just show you in the next tab, the testing tab. So basically the first thing is like the top header. So you can see the top header is like quite big, which is consuming a lot of space of your workspace. So we have just eased out on that and just made it a little smaller. So if I click on this, you'll see this is like quite smaller than Pro. So I'll just click on both the tabs and you can just sort out the difference. So this is like bigger. When you come to this is like quite smaller and quite useful actually. So this gives you an entire big area to add your widgets and analyze the market. Still, it won't affect your visibility. Like things like Sensex and Nifty are quite visible. The only thing is like we have just taken out the area which is like extra. So this is the new thing that you'll be getting in. Then the other thing is like as I told here, you can manage various different workspaces. Like you can just keep charting like at the other corner, but it is like very difficult when you wish to trade on that particular chart. So if I'm to this particular widget and if I wish to trade on Oro Pharma, then I will have to go to the watch list, then place a trade. So that is where we have currently added an option of trading from the chart itself. So what is trading from the charts? So currently I have that ready in my testing phase, which is currently in testing. So this is my testing URL. So if you can see Reliance over here. Whenever you right click, you will see three buttons. One is buy, the other one is sell, and the third thing is details. So whenever you click on buy, a buy order entry will open and you can place the order from here itself. So you don't have to go all the way to your watch list to place your orders. So this becomes like very simple and very easy for you to trade. Then one more thing is like if you see here on the crosshair, I can see the price that I have is currently like 11033.07. So if you wish to place an order on this particular price itself, so you just need to keep your cursor here and just do a right click on buy, and automatically that price will be filled into the order entry, so to the nearest tick basically. So 1033.07, so it will take the price to the nearest tick, which is 05, and you can just modify the quantity and you can just place the order. So you don't have to enter the price there and there again. So whenever there you make a right click, so I'll now do it for 1031.54. So ideally it should take 1031.55. So this is what it took, and you can just input the quantity and you can just place the order. Now one more thing is like very important. It is just not about order entry, but sometimes it is also important to check the depth and more other details of any particular script before placing an order. So that's the reason we also provided you an option of details. So whenever you click on details, a detail view will open. It will show you like whatever things you wish to see. Like this is the same detail view which you open from a watch list. So you can just see the bid and ask here and here itself, and you can also initiate the buy and sell orders from here. So this is the next this is the feature that is going to come in the next version. In the later version, the second version, then after, we'll be giving one more release, which is currently not covered into this section. That will be nothing but MCX. So currently we do not have MCX on the web platform. So MCX will be available in the second release of this month. So for all the MCX traders or all the traders who wish to trade all the segments into one platform, which is Upstox on the web version, so MCX will be available in the second. So these are the releases that we have for the upcoming two versions. So that was all the updates that we had for this webinar. So do keep writing us. Do write us all the feedbacks that you have. We do take it like very seriously, and we try to implement that. So most of the feedbacks that we got from most of our customers, like one was like you can just keep a right click and you just input that price into the price field. So this was one of the feedbacks that we got, and we actually implemented in the trade from charts. So trade from charts will be available like in the next 10 days. So you can start using that feature. So this particular webinar is available on this same link. So you can just come up again and can just view if you feel like you have missed anything. It will be available there and there itself. So this is the webinar. These are all the topics that we have currently covered into this webinar. So till the next webinar, we will send you an email if there is something that is coming new. We would like to definitely share with you before releasing. So thank you for attending this session.